Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
And welcome back to this special edition Open Mic Saturday with Outdoors with Larry Ray. Hi, I'm Dave Gabbard, co-host for this show. Got my other brother Daryl sitting across from me over here. Gene Smith, longtime hunter education guru here in the Memphis area.
I wonder if people realize what we're talking about, the Daryl and Daryl show.
Yeah, that's what you know.
It's the old Bob Newhart show with his brother Daryl and his other brother Daryl.
As the guy that yelled, Larry, hi, I'm Larry, and this is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl. So, but Larry's not here today.
No, he's not.
He's will be calling in here in a little bit. We've let him go to the duck blind with Frank Barton, one of our longtime sponsors from Barton Power Sports. So I guess we'll be finding out here shortly whether his waders are leaking or not. They're over at Frank's Blind over in Arkansas. The Arkansas season opens back up today.
Right.
So that should be their beginning of what I call their late and straight season. But our next guest that we've got here that we'll be talking to, I kind of refer, he's kind of one of the founding fathers, I guess. You look on all the outdoor channels and all the shows and stuff that's on today, but our next guest is probably one of the founding fathers because he's probably the longest running outdoor show. And got Jay Gregory. Jay, you with us this morning?
I'm here, and you're making me sound old.
Well, that's okay. Me and Gene, we are old, so you're probably younger than us. But yeah, we kind of sitting here that I was looking at some of the material I had that you're in the PSE's Wild Outdoors in the 25th season. So
wow, that's great.
And but I know you're a longtime bow hunter and have several nice deer in the record books all throughout the Midwest. But of course, when you hunt, you got to eat. So I understand that you got a new product out there you fell in love with.
Yeah, I got introduced to this fire disc here. It's been over a year ago, and it's just a pretty cool product. I mean, it's you don't really think of it as a hunting as hunting equipment. Although that goes with us everywhere we go, just because it's so easy. It's basically what it is. It's just It's a disc that sets on a stand. You just have a little 1 pound propane tank that just hooks to it, and then you're ready to go. I mean, you can cook anything in it, so it's really nice. Especially, we've taken it fishing before with us when we were out in Wyoming on the river. You could set it up and cook there, and it's kind of interesting. Funny that we're doing this morning. Wyatt just told me, my son, he's going to the Chiefs-Chargers game tonight in Kansas City, and he's going with all of his buddies, and they're going to be tailgating before the game. Yeah. And he's throwing that thing in he told me, he goes, Dad, I'm taking the fire disc because everyone wants to cook hamburgers and brats and everything before the game. So they're actually going to have that thing and take it. He's actually going to do a live on our Facebook tonight whenever he's there. And, just to show people what we're doing. But, it's just really convenient. It's a great product. It's something that's somebody's looking for something for an alternative to having to mess with charcoal and a grill and everything. It's very convenient. It works great.
And when I first looked at it, and I guess the first time I ever seen one, it reminded me a lot of a wok. I used to cook a lot with a wok. And outside, but it was and like you said, the design of it's
all self-contained.
Yeah, self-contained, and like you said, you can prepare a lot of different articles of food on this piece of equipment. And,
yeah, it's kind of big. And the way it works, I mean, the center of it stays really hot, but the edges of it aren't so hot. So you can kind of move your food around in it too if you're cooking a bunch of different stuff, because it's so big. Like you say, you can do a lot with it. So it's kind of cool.
And well, how's your bow season been going so far this year?
It's been good. We're getting ready to. Tomorrow is the last day of gun season in Iowa, so our bow season opens back up on Monday. So we're pretty excited to get back out there and get at it. But it's been good. My daughter hasn't. I have my 9-year-old daughter Whitley has not killed a deer yet. Well, she killed a doe early, but she hasn't killed a buck yet. So we're still working on that. But the whole crew's done well. It's been a good season.
And I know, and if you just joined us, we're talking to Jay Gregory, host of PSC's Wild Outdoors. You know, and one of the longest running probably outdoor show on the outdoor networks, and in its 25th season this year. How far in advance, you know, when you look at places that you're going to hunt and film the segments, do y'all do that from year to year, or do you sometimes go a couple of years in advance?
Well, you mean as far as the ground that we hunt on and stuff?
Right. Where do you just have a pretty good idea where you might want to hunt, or do you just wake up and say, hey, let's go hunt here?
Well, pretty much. I mean, we hunt all of our own ground here in the Midwest. So, it's a 365-day deal, a year deal for us. So we're always learning new stuff about our ground. We run cameras all the time. Obviously, planting food plots, hanging stands all year round, shed hunting. So we have a pretty good idea of where we're going to hunt. I mean, it's always exciting to pick up new pieces of property and to go in and hunt, new places. But we do, we've had some of the same farms for a long time. I don't use a lot of outfitters. I've got one outfitter out west that I use that's just become a very good friend of mine, and we go out August and September and hunt antelope and elk and deer out there. But other than that, we pretty much just hunt our own ground. So we have a pretty good idea of where we're going to be, and it just depends on the weather and the time of year, and what you're doing as far as that goes.
And but back to the fire disc. I'm pretty sure you've piqued a lot of our listeners' attention. Where can they learn about this at?
Probably the best place is just go to their website, firedisc.com, or Google Fire Disc and take a peek at it there. They're also if you do a search, you'll see we did some pieces on it. They can actually see how the thing works. There's some video pieces on it, and it's like I say, it's a pretty cool piece. It really works well.
And what I liked about it, when looking at it, the compact, I guess of hauling it, it looks like it folds up, and you can probably stick it anywhere.
Yeah, all it is just two pieces. You just got, or it's 3 pieces total, but the legs they go together. If they pull apart, you just throw them in the back of your truck. Obviously, the disc just sits on it. The ground doesn't have to be level because it's self-leveling. So it's like a cast iron walk or disc, however you want to describe that. So I mean, you can't hurt the thing. You can just throw it in the back of your truck and put it together. It takes literally 5 seconds to put it together, and light it, and you're ready to cook. I mean, it's very simple, very rugged. I'm sure the thing will last forever.
And well, it sounds like would make a pretty good last minute Christmas gift for somebody.
Yeah.
For the people who
don't have everything.
But what's back to hunting? What's your best buck so far this year?
I've only killed one buck this year, and he scored right at 170 in Iowa. He was kind of a target buck we were after. We called him Darth because we called him Darth Vader because he had we started getting pictures of him. Is a very unique looking deer because his rack is black, and it's from somehow in the velvet. When he was getting rid of his velvet, I have never seen a deer do this before. For some reason, he didn't get it off, and it stained all the blood stained his horns.
Wow!
And he still had dried velvet on it, so he was very unique looking. Very, very cool.
And, it's funny that you just mentioned that because just this past week, I glassed a buck that he looked. I said, "What's wrong with his antlers?" And they were like that. They were just as dark, and it looked like the same condition, that that you were just describing on this animal. So
that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Well, we want to. We sure thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and talking to us this morning. And maybe when the season opens back up next week in Iowa, you can put your daughter out there and she can connect with one.
We hope so.
Okay, well, we sure appreciate you talking with us this morning.
You betcha. Thanks for having me, and you guys have a great day.
Okay. Jay Gregory, host of PSE's Wild Outdoors on the Outdoor Channel. And
well, you cook on a walk a lot. It's interesting.
Yeah, I cook fish on a walk a lot. It only takes just a little amount of oil.
Right. That's the main good thing
to cook. Well, I cook a lot of bluegill, the fillets and stuff, so... You'd be surprised how much. Well, I hear music.
Yeah.
I see Stuart.
And I got a special person on hold on the other end.
Okay. Well, y'all get up, take a break, come back, join us for the next segment of Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Outdoors with Larry.